Hi guys, what's going on? This is my G1 shelf. Who do you think is the very center of this collection? Well, he's practically sitting at the very center of this shelf. And it is this guy. So today we're going to do a quick and simple customization of the Quintesson Judge to make this figure 10 times better. As you can see now, this is the final product. I think it looks decent, a lot better than before. Before it was just practically a white plastic egg. Now it does look a lot more metallic. So let's see how do we get this done. Normally it is pretty tricky to paint a transformer figure, but not for this guy. This guy doesn't really transform. This guy has a few gimmicks that makes it like a playset, right? Rather than this cage, I basically painted every other bits like this. Look at these details. When you have a metallic paint on it, it really brings all these details out rather than the plasticky look. Let's take a look at each of these faces. So the way I painted it is that I just covered these colors with tapes, and I paint the silver, and on top of it, I just go with these gold. This guy is even simpler. I just paint the silver. This guy is War. This guy is Judgment. When I was a kid, I liked this face the most. I think it looks the coolest. The grain is pretty nice, and you cover the grain, and it's easy to cover because they're most likely straight lines. Right? It doesn't really have so many corners and tiny bits for you to, take a lot of time to cover those areas with paint. And you just paint the silver, and it has a pretty decent final product, right? So this is Wrath. The red is really good when you paint it silver and cover these like bits with gold. It looks nicer. And that's Wisdom. And these metallic details are really nice. And for the final touch, I just use a little bit of green to have these, like, whatever shapes filled with grain. And of course, it still has the gimmick of spinning around. So what do you use to create this look? It's actually a lot simpler than you might think. Let me show you. Right? You need basically just one color paint of silver, one gold, and one green. And here are the paint. I actually brought them here. First, you need this. You need something similar to this. It's TS40 metallic black. You can also use just black, TS29. Remember, anytime that you want to paint something silver, you want to coat it first with a layer of black, metallic black or gloss black. It just gives you a better feel. The silver will be look more solid. And then on top of it, you go with this. You go with Sunning 7 S50. Just like last time I used it to create this chrome look. You can see the paint, it's pretty shiny. Actually, when you paint it on the surface, it looks even better than this. So that's the second color. And next, you need this, right? This gold color looks really nice. I think this is one of the better gold look color. And this is Mr. Hobby color 9. Metallic gold. That's what you need next. And then you need this. Mr. Hobby 175. This grain looks better on silver. So it creates a shinier look. And lastly, you need this. This is Mr. Super Clear with gloss paint. So this is a clear paint with gloss. And it has UV cut. It's B522. So that's the last bit. So this is what you need to create that look. I think it's totally worth it. It completely changed that plastic look and gives it a very decent metallic feel. For these two paint, you probably need actual brush. It costs you probably $1 or $2. it's decent enough to paint these small surfaces like the teeth and these bubbles, right? And if you don't have an airbrush or you don't want to use airbrush, you can skip this one. And instead, you can use Tamiya Color TS83. But I think TS83 is one canister of TS83 is almost as expensive as an airbrush. So I think TS83 totally doesn't worth it. I recommend S50 from this one. And do remember to coat it with UV Cut Super Clear. It will actually kills a little bit of the shine, the metallic shine, but it's worth it. It protects the paint. It's a lot sturdier. The paint will stay on the surface a lot better. So that's the video, very quick one. I really enjoyed using these simple method to make my Transformer figure like live up to my expectation, being that metallic, mature, sophisticated being that created the whole universe. All right, that's that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.